Hello people, the video today is going to be over the Russian BM-13N. It's a Russian truck with a Katyusha Rockets on the top. This kit is from Hobby Boss in 135 scale, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell if you want to see more videos that I upload. Thanks for watching. So here's the box from the BM-13N in action. It even has, at least off the box art, it has the shields. It's a nice box art. Now, like a lot of vehicles in World War II from the Russians, they were just something they made fast because they were in trouble. And they made a lot of vehicles with these rockets on it, the Katyusha rockets. They had they took the hull from the old tanks and put a turret on it with rockets too, a BM 8-24, I think it was. I think they were smaller rockets, so it's a pretty full box. There's a lot to see here, it looks like. Instructions here on the bottom. Let's take a look at the instructions first. Looks like it's from 2014. Comes with a pamphlet with some new kits like a Corsair, this SS-23. Hobby Boss is usually okay. It's not as good as like Trumpeter and such, but I mean, it's like hit and miss with Hobby Boss, I think. It comes with the color painting sheet too. Of course, these Russian vehicles are all just green, usually, like a dark green. I usually use the Revell 361 olive drab. It has a lot of trees. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 trees of beige plastic, a clear tree, and then there's all these separate parts too, like the cab, and that must be the hood or the front, and the rails, rubber tires, two photo etch trees, and decals. Start with the frame, and looks like the engine here, engine transmission and stuff like that. Here we got the exhaust and the drivetrain. And we got the steering wheel. Well, that's part of the drivetrain. And the wheels, springs in the wheels, and fuel tanks. It looks a little complicated, actually. I mean, not really complicated, but a lot of parts. So it should be pretty well detailed. Now here's the engine. So it has a full engine. More fuel tanks. It has the steps. Radiator. Battery box. Here we go with the interior. The cab. This is a second radiator that goes on the back or something, I'm not sure. putting the cab on, putting the rest of the wheels on, or extra wheels. Those are extra wheels. Okay, yeah. 2 extra wheels go in the back. Fenders. Storage rack. Goes behind the wheels. Here's the mechanism for the turret, for the rockets. Some details for it. Look like they're the I don't remember the legs that keep it stable when it fires. And then we go to the rockets, rails and rockets and stuff. Here in the frame for it all. So 19 steps in all. It can be lowered or raised. I don't know if it's movable though. You have here travel mode, here combat mode. So here's with the parts. First the decals. Take a look here. Not a lot. There's gauges, red stars, info table, and there's more versions. Poland. I'm not sure what that one is. Romania, I think. And here's Russia. 3 different types. The stars. Oh, that's East Germany. And that's the Russian. After the war, Russia. So here we got rubber wheels, which is pretty cool. The cab molded in one piece, separate. I'm not going to take these big parts out of the plastic. But I tell you, the detail looks pretty good. Flash, there's no flash. Pin marks on the inside. Some of them have to be cleaned up. The ones that are in places that will be shown. But there doesn't look like there's too many. Most of them are hidden. Here's the rails for the rockets. It's going to require a little cleanup too. And this is the front part of the nose. 2 photo etch for trees here. It says for the ZIS 151. I think that's the rocket system. No, that's for the truck. ZIS 151 is a truck. A lot of little details on this side. Seat belts, grills, grates. For so many parts, it really wasn't that expensive. We got some handles here. These are all the frame parts for the rockets. The framing here. And that's the mechanism there to aim the rockets. Molded in pretty good detail, I think. Here's the frame for the truck. I hope it's done a lot better than the frame I had for the Hemmet, because the pieces were on the Hemmet were warped, and it was really hard to get the cargo piece on, the big one on the back, because the frame was warped, and I had to really push and shove and clamp it down really good so it fit right. These are air tanks, fuel tanks. There's no flash on any of these. And it looks like here, I bet, are the pin marks on the inside, which is no big deal. Won't be seen. Here on this part are some pin marks. That is where another piece of glue's on, I'm pretty sure. And they'll have to be sanded down a little bit so it fits right. But really, there's not a lot of problems here with pin marks. Next tree, we have the inside of the cab here. Not really much to see. Steering wheel and gears and stuff go here. And gears and levers. But it doesn't have any kind of... It must be a metal cap and no kind of fabric inside. Well, there's a lot of these tabs here on the fenders, so it's going to take some cleanup. There's a lot of these tabs everywhere, actually. I really hate taking them all off and cleaning them up. It takes to clean them up good and get them smooth. Then sometimes it takes a while when there's so many of them. Here's the hood. Unfortunately, which I probably will do anyways, I'm probably going to cut this, and so I can I don't know, depends on if I make a combat or if I make a, because if it has a full engine, so why not show it? So cut it down the middle and lift one side up. But if you do combat mode, you don't want to do that. It's like so iffy. Depends on how you want to build it. Here's this is the body in the back, the cab and behind the cab. Got some little toolboxes. It looks like a brush guard. Probably shocks, yeah. Couple of boxes there. More frames. These parts have less of those things on them. These cabs, just on the grill. These and the shocks a little bit on the little pieces. But it's better than pin marks on the pieces, you know. A lot of parts here, a whole lot. Now we have the rockets. There's 2 trees with rockets. And all 16. These are just the rockets and the fins. No tabs on any of these parts, except for on the back of the rocket, and that's not bad. That's easy to take off. They're molded pretty good. And here we have a steering wheel, seats, dashboard, the front, that's the steering mechanism there. The linkage for the steering. A lot of little parts here. Door handles. There is the shifter. They look pretty good. There's the other gears and 2 more doorknobs. I guess for the inside, for the outside, yeah. Windshield wipers even. A lot of good detail on these parts too. I mean, I've never really seen one of these vehicles, so I can't really say. Here are like parts to the wheels, parts to the drivetrain, some other little miscellaneous parts, mostly from all for the bottom drivetrain and details for the frame. They look good. And there's 2 trees full of them. Here's clear parts. I'll keep them in the bag. We can see headlights in all the windows and some smaller lights as well. More drivetrain parts. Radiator hose, looks like. Spring. Or maybe engine part. More hoses. Drivetrain. A lot of detail here. And the last tree. We have a radiator fan. A lot of engine parts, drivetrain parts. Details for the engine compartment and stuff like that. Looks like a nice kit. Really excited to start building this when I get into the new house and stuff. I don't know if it's going to be one of the first ones I build. I got so many to build. And no time to do it. Hey, if you're interested in these old Russian vehicles, I do recommend this. It doesn't cost all that much. I think I paid less than 30 euros for it, which is okay. And you see everything that's in it. Rubber parts, photo etch, a good decal sheet. I would really recommend this to everybody that's interested in such models. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and until next time.